Now, to help raise more funds, Hospice Coffee Morning, together with Bewley's, has today announced an exclusive competition offering 5 lucky winners, okay? If you were a fan of Hozier, you'll be interested in this. 5 lucky winners, the opportunity to have a coffee with the globally acclaimed recording artist Hozier. And he should be on Zoom now. Good morning, Andrew Hozier Byrne. How are you?
Very well. Hey, how you doing, Ian?
Very good. Thank you for doing this. This is great. And thank you for talking to us this morning, but also for doing the coffee morning. That's going to be on the 30th of September on a Wednesday. So how's your small talk? Are you good?
It'll be fun, and thank you for joining me on it, I have to say.
Yes.
It'll be fun. Be a fun chat. So I think it's 5. It's the prize is for 5 people in total.
Yeah, and actually it's important to point out, because I know once we mentioned last night that you were going to be on the show today, I was getting texts and tweets from basically all over the world. You are a global sensation, as you know. But this is open to the Republic of Ireland, because I mean they're trying to raise funds here for the hospice. So if people from out or wherever send the word coffee to 50300, the money's not going to go to the hospice, and it's probably not going to get through because it's a kind of a local service. So it's for the Republic of Ireland only, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's definitely worth mentioning that.
Yeah. Now, I'm just going to give the details and then we'll have a little chat. You text the word coffee to 50300 to donate €4 to the Hospice Coffee Morning. Every euro raised going to support local hospice and home care services. Text cost €4. Hospice Coffee Morning, together with Bewley's, will receive a minimum of $3.60. And they want you to share a screenshot of your donation as well and post it on to their Instagram channel using the hashtag Together for Hospice and tagging Bewley's Ireland, because Bewley's have been very supportive down through the years on this particular one. So at Bewley's Ireland in there as well. The closing date for the competition will be midnight 24th of September, and winners will be contacted on the 25th, and then the actual coffee morning is going to be on the 30th, which is the Wednesday, isn't it? The 30th, yeah, Wednesday the 30th.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm going to be there as well, so I'll try not to butt in too much, but because I mean they'll be wanting to ask you questions about your music and all that kind of business. And is that the way? Are you happy enough to do all that? Yeah.
Absolutely. No, and it's nice. It's such a different kind of novel way to have a chat and to kind of meet people who are interested and meet fans. So I'm delighted, and I'll be a bit of crack with yourself as well too. So thanks for
thanks very much. So it's open to Republic of Ireland residents only. That is important to remember. Now, listen, during the lockdown, how has that been for you? I mean, have you been working on new music, or have you found time and space to kind of work on other things, or what's the story?
Yeah, I've been doing my best. I think I speak to a lot of musicians maybe here and there about it. It's in a lot of ways it's a very uninspiring year, because none of us have had too many experiences beyond the kind of the repeating sort of now maybe certainly earlier in the year, but it's also a year that's tricky. It's tricky to know what exactly is worth writing about.
Yeah, but I suppose in a funny way, people have they've realised things about themselves as well. I mean, like I've realised that being locked down with your own family, it's actually it brings you closer to them a little bit, and maybe there's some inspiration in that kind of thing.
100%, and it's very much it's a year for it's a challenging year, I think, in a lot of ways, but it's one that you kind of have to let go of certain things and let go of certain sense of what you'd maybe hope. Like every one of us has had their plans torn up in the air, and there a lot of aspirations for the year have been cast asunder. But there's something to be there's growth to be found. You know what I mean in the challenges, especially when being locked down with your family and stuff like that. There's definitely.
And I mean, there was a thing on Twitter there yesterday about the dart out to Bray from all the Dubs with the new with the wet pubs not opening up in Dublin, and it was absolutely packed. I hope that doesn't happen, but it's weird, isn't it, the way the rules are changing all the time, and there's no end to it. It would appear,
Yeah, and I suppose it's tough because we were so close. We were nearly down to 0 cases. You know what I mean? Only a short while ago, it really leapt up. I suppose it's just hanging in there.
Doing
your best
Keep the faith. Keep the faith. There's a song. There's a song title for you. Keep the faith.
That's it.
Oh no, Bon Jovi had that already. Anyway, listen. Now this whole, this Instagram thing that you did, and you were very embarrassed about it, and you were mortified about it.
Yes.
Am I right in saying it was Squidward? That's the guy from what do you call him? Your Man Under the Sea with the pineapples.
Yeah, there's a SpongeBob episode apparently, because I had to look this up. I just saw a filter that I thought, yeah, SpongeBob. Oh my God. Oh wow. Yeah. So that was spectacularly bad. It's very funny now. I have to say, I was cringing, like mightily at myself, but also just in stitches at the time.
Yeah.
Look.
So you were just testing out your phone, I suppose, really, and then you said, I should send this to the lads, but then it went out to the world, basically.
That's it. And then boom, seen by thousands of people, you're going, great, okay, wonderful.
That's good. No, because sometimes I'd be sitting at home now, and you'd be on Instagram, and sometimes you'd swipe to the left, and suddenly your face appears live, and then I'm saying, is this going out? Oh my God, are people seeing me just sitting here? Yeah. But anyway. And you've also been doing a lot of swimming lately, I believe.
Yeah, a bit of swimming. Yeah, have I been caught down the beach?
No, don't worry.
Caught mid-change, the awkward towel change. Yeah, so I'm very lucky. Actually, I'm gaining a kind of new appreciation for. I live very close to Greystones and Wicklow, so a bit of hiking in the Wicklow Hills and a bit of swimming in the sea. It's such a good. It's a violent shock of cold when you jump in, but you never feel. It always feels like the best thing you've done that day, I have to say.
So actually, if we had any tourists then in the country, imagine going down to Greystones to the beach there, and one minute you look to the left and you see Hozier, and then you look to the other, and the Happy Pair are there as well, and they're all doing their thing.
Yeah. They're actually great. Apparently, they're down there every morning.
Yeah, they're probably there earlier than you, though, I'd say.
Oh, they are.
And listen, if you Google Hozier tattoo as well, dozens of pictures appear there. Lots of people, they've loved your work so much that they've had it tattooed on their bodies. How do you make that? How does that make you feel? Like words that have come from your brain and they're now actually on people's bodies. Amazing, isn't it?
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's nearly a thought that you don't want to approach because you're going like, that's a bit mad, because you hope whatever whatever imprint you're leaving on the world, hopefully if it's a positive thing and people are it's really, if above all, it's really flattering. It's super fans. I have wonderful fans.
And it's the line. I think I've seen this actually on somebody's arm. It's not the waking, it's the rising. That was actually, there was a survey done recently, and we asked our listeners about it as well. And they said that people knew the first lines of famous songs more than they knew the first line of the Bible, which is kind of weird. And we asked our listeners about it, and one of them was your song, It's Not the Waking, It's the Rising, which is, and you would have thought actually, Take Me to Church, obviously absolute classic song, but that one, Nina Cried Power, has also become a real kind of a standard song, isn't it? It's amazing.
Yeah, and I suppose when it was released, I was trying to write something that was talking about how important protesting is and how it's given, what it's given us throughout history. Even the fact that we have a weekend at all, the fact that people can rest on Saturday and Sunday, that wasn't always the case. It was protests, and it was just like a little reminder of that. And then within a year of that song being released, it was kind of, the world, it's changed.
It's mad, isn't
it? And it just, I suppose we were kind of reminded, just seeing what was happening in America and it was kind of, we're just reminded all the time about why it's important, why protest for the benefit of your local community and for your what it has offered us in the past. But anyway, it's great. That's really that's really flattering.
Very good. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to having coffee with you and 5 other people. It's happening on the 30th of September, the Wednesday, so that's going to be after the coffee morning, which is happening next Thursday, tomorrow week, but it's the following Wednesday. So if you want to take part, anybody out there who'd like to have a go, text coffee to 50300 to donate €4 to the Hospice Coffee Morning. Every euro raised going to support your local hospice and home care services, and use the hashtag Together for Hospice, and when you send a screenshot of your donation to their Instagram channel, and if you could also at Bewley's Ireland, who are very supportive. And remember, this is open to Republic of Ireland residents only. Very important stuff altogether. Okay, well, Hozier, thank you very much. I will talk to you on Wednesday week, and looking forward to that, and thanks for talking to us this morning here on Today FM.
Thank you.
Cheers. Good luck. See you later.
Thanks.